1.5 million PVCs have been issued out to Abia electorate. Speaking to Flow FM News in UMUAHIA, also reassured the people of the electoral umpire's readiness to conduct free, fair and credible elections on Saturday, the 23rd day of February, adding that all sensitive materials are secure and intact.
Total PVC received, which include 2015, 2014-15, 2017, 2018 first batch, second batch, and third batch. We have a total of 1,912,525 received from headquarters. Then total collected is 1,564,000. But yet we have a balance of cards yet to be collected from headquarters.
He further debunked the news of INEC officials arrested with 10,000 PVCs, maintaining that the officials were returning the uncollected PVCs to INEC headquarters. The senator representing Abia North Senatorial Zone, Mau Ohabunwa, has admonished INEC to reassure Abia North constituents of their readiness to conduct a free, fair and credible elections come Saturday, 23rd February 2019. The senator, who said this while addressing newsmen in UMUAHIA, stated that his concern stems from alleged claims by one of the candidates to use federal might to rig the election. He called for proper scrutiny of every election materials in view of the alleged threats by the candidate and charged the security agencies to investigate the threat.
Bring this to the knowledge of the security agencies. INEC should know about this, and that's why we're asking that day, and with the pressmen, we should make sure that every item to be used, whether sensitive or non-sensitive, should be critically scrutinized. All we want to do is that let there be a peaceful environment. Let the election be transparent, free and fair election. And we ask INEC to give every person a free playing
Blind pensioners in Abia lamenting their daily ordeals due to non-payment of their pensions and gratuities by the state government. The interim president, Senior Citizens of Association Chinedu Onwebulam, disclosed during the inauguration of the Board of Patrons in UMUAHIA that the pensioners are at crossroads after several representations had been sent to the government. One of the patrons and former secretary to the state government, Professor Mbagumba, promised to communicate their plight to relevant authorities. News now on Flow 94.9 FM continues shortly with business, foreign and sports news.
Listening to NEWSNOW on Flow 94.9 FM, UMUAHIA, the flow of God's own state. Detailed,
balanced,
straight to the point. NEWSNOW on Flow 94.9 FM, UMUAHIA.
Glad to know you're still tuned in to Flow 94.9 FM. In business, the European Union says it co-founded the Abidjan-Lagos Highway Corridor to stimulate investment, strengthen the competitiveness of the territories, and encourage regional integration for growth and job creation. A statement by the head of cooperation EU delegation to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Court Cornelis, said the project fit into the framework of the cooperation between EU and Africa, particularly West Africa. Cornelis maintained that the cooperation aims to strengthen the competitiveness of the territories, stimulate investments, and encourage regional integration for growth and job creation. Two prominent Roman Catholic Church cardinals Raymond Burke and Walter Brandmuller have called for an end of the plague of the homosexual agenda, urging bishops to end their complicity and silence over the cases of sexual abuse. An open letter by the cardinals stated that the church has wrongly blamed the abuse of power by priests as the main cause of the church's most pressing crisis. Cardinals Burke and Brandmuller also criticized Pope Francis for not answering questions related to whether the church should allow divorced and remarried Catholics to receive Holy Communion. In sports, former Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho says former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is one of the best managers in the history of football, sacked. That worthy compliment on Wenger came from an unlikely source in view of the fact that Mourinho was the author of the scathing adjective specialist in failure, with which he maligned the Frenchman in the heat of their long-standing bust-up as Premier League coaches. Mourinho was captured in a video of Laureus World Sports Award, which was held in Monaco, France on Monday, eulogizing Wenger, who received a Lifetime Achievement Award during the ceremony. And for more sports updates, we do have David Ogu in the studio this afternoon. A very good afternoon to you, David.
Yes, good afternoon, Tempo. Good afternoon, all, and welcome to Sports News Update. Well, Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho, they never saw eye to eye, did they? But it's nice to hear Jose Mourinho commending Arsene Wenger right there. But we begin this afternoon from the world of tennis, as British number 3 Dan Evans is through to the last 16 of the Delray Beach Open in Florida after he beat defending champion Frances Tiafoe. Tiafoe served for the match at 6-5 in the second set, but Evans broke the American and won the tie break 7-1. World number 148 Evans, who's 28 years of age, then lost serve at 5-4 up in the third, but eventually prevailed 3-6, 7-6, 7-5. Meanwhile, Argentina's Juan Martin Del Potro won his first match of the year as he returned from a fractured kneecap. The world number 4, who missed last month's Australian Open, beat Japanese Yoshito Nishioka 6-3, 7-5. And now to football. Manchester City's owner have bought a stake in Chinese third-tier club Sichuan Jinyu FC, their 7th football club. City Football Group purchased the club alongside artificial intelligence and humanoid robotic company Ubitech and China Sports Capital. They are already majority owners of New York FC and Melbourne City FC. Other investments include Yokohama FK Marinos in Japan, Club Atletico Tok in Uruguay, and La Liga side Girona FC. That story wraps it up on Sports News Update. My name is David Oku. I'll hand you back to Temple Barrah, who's still standing by.
Many thanks to you, David Oku. You're listening to News Now on Flow 94.9 FM, UMUAHIA. Just before we go, let's take another look at our headlines. President Barrah urges Nigerians not to lose hope in the electoral process. Brought you a story that Amnesty International demand conditional release of Nigerian activist INEC have issued over 1.5 million PVCs in Abia State. And on the foreign scene, Roman Catholic cardinals have urged an end of the homosexual agenda. Thank you for being with us. Remember, your vote is your right to a better Nigeria. Do not sell it. Do join us at 6:45 a.m., at noon, and at 6 p.m. every weekday for additional newscast. This is Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of Godson State. You can send your views or information to flowfmnews@gmail.com or visit www.flownews.com.ng for more stories. This bulletin was edited by Precious Chima. Supervising editor is Samson Eze. My name is Temple Barrah. Do have a splendid afternoon and keep listening to Flow 94.9 FM. Have a great day.